Hey guys, what is up? Ike right over here from another talk show, and hi, what's up? Hello from my glorious room, and that's my towel over there. I don't know why. Anyway, before I continue, please do consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell notification thingamabob so that you guys are always updated with my newest uploads. I tend to upload a variety of things from how-to videos, Poke MMO, Pokemon Go content, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Of course, one of the main things you can expect in this channel is it's a talk show, and I do tend to talk a lot about a variety of things, and one of my favorite topics is actually encouraging you guys at the same time, you know, encouraging speeches. And by the way, just want to say hello to everybody who's doing the no shave lockdown. It doesn't rhyme so much with no shave November, but anyway, that's the thing. We're 1 minute into the video, and I know you guys are here for what the title of this video is. So anyway, this is both a reaction video and a suggestion video to Niantic. If ever Niantic Pokemon Go, the Pokemon company, does consider or decide to listen to its users, then I'm making a video out of it, and hopefully they do. I made my first one. I think it's like the second video I ever uploaded in this channel, and it actually got, you know, 30 views. And for me, starting out here on YouTube, that's a big deal, because my other videos just get like 5. So sad. Anyway, here we go. So the first thing is, basically, I would definitely like to go ahead and react on a couple of things that Niantic has been doing for their game, for Pokemon Go. Now, here's the thing. In this quarantine season in human history, it differs from place to place on how strict the government is, how strict the law and enforcement is on really their guidelines, their safety procedures, their precautions, and what they're doing to flatten the curve of the COVID-19 virus from spreading from person to person. And honestly, take it from me, everyone, please, you know, as much as possible, stay at home, because it's one of the surest ways to stop this virus. I mean, you can go ahead and say that, you know what, a cure or vaccine is probably going to be discovered or invented along the way, but we don't know when that's going to happen. What we do know, and what we can somehow contribute to, is to stop the transmission of the virus, stop it from spreading further. And the only way to do that is for the virus not to be able to transfer to anybody else. So staying at home, definitely the best way to stop this virus from spreading, and the shorter time it will take for all the lockdowns in all parts of the world to just end, and we can go out and go. And for Pokemon Go players, that's the dream, that's the goal, because Pokemon Go is not actually a game that encourages people to stay at home unless you're a flyer. It's a game that you should actually go on ahead and go. It's Pokemon Go, like go outside, explore. And I think that's a general theme with Pokemon games. I mean, even if you're playing on a console, your character is going outside. So that's my initial reaction. So a big thanks to Niantic for making ways to play Pokemon Go while you are at home. One of the notable ones is definitely giving out more items in the bundles, the bundle boxes that they're giving for the price of 1 Pokecoin. I think one of their best ones was the 30 pieces of incense, 50 pieces of Great Balls. There was that other bundle, I think this week it's still available, wherein you can actually get a mixture of berries, Great Balls, and Pokeballs, if I'm not mistaken. And then there was also that promo code which you could put into your game where you can get berries and Pokeballs. So I don't know if that code is still available. I'll try to find it and maybe put it in the description box below this video. So that's for you guys to claim. So that's very notable. The effectiveness of incense has really helped us a lot. Incense normally lasts for 30 minutes, and you get a Pokemon spawning every 5 minutes, but because of what Niantic has done, incenses and even melton boxes now last for an hour. And incense kind of works like melton boxes right now, wherein you get one spawn almost every minute, if I'm not mistaken. Now, originally with instances, you can do that if you are moving 1 kilometer every minute, and then you'll get 1 spawn every minute. So it's actually very useful to use instance if you're moving in a vehicle, in a bike. Don't do those things, because no, don't do this. Or maybe you're running or something like that. But now, even if you're sitting at home like what I'm doing right now, you can get 1 spawn every minute from your 1-hour instance, and in a perfect setting, if your internet isn't lagging or anything, you'll get 59 to 60 spawns. Again, if it's 1 spawn every minute, but I think it's 59. You guys count how many spawns you get. It's up to you. You can comment down below and tell me how many spawns you're getting out of your instances and your Melton boxes, your Milton, whatever. Okay, now another thing that the Niantic has done, and we are so grateful for, is the halving of the walking distance it takes to hatch eggs. The way that we can now go into the Go Battle League and not have to walk to pay to be able to play in the Go Battle League. Of course, there are tons of bugs lately still. There are tons of people who are taking advantage of the Go Battle League, you know, using 3 shields, or sometimes lag being your worst enemy. Like, you use the shield, but then the shield doesn't work. What's up, Niantic? Oh man, we had that error, a lot of errors during their Go Battle League Marill Day, wherein a lot of people's games crash, and it caused their chance to somehow encounter that prized Marill, maybe hoping to get a shiny, which I never got one. Oh man, sorry for my dog right now. He's seeing someone. Go Growlithe, go! Anyway, so yeah, that's a couple of those are a couple of things over there. Niantic has also done a couple of things, like increase the interaction radius for Pokemon Go players when it comes to interacting with gyms. So now, even if you're not directly, your circle does not directly appear to be able to interact with the gym, there is, for my client, I have updated it, but it's still not showing. But even though the circle does not really hit the gym, as long as you click on the gym and it actually shows you that you can interact with the gym, you can fight the gym, you can do the raid, you can put a Pokemon in the gym if you're in the same team, and you can spin the gym, then by all means you can go ahead and do that. However, Niantic has said that somehow it also kinda affects Pokestomps, but it will not. So that's a little something that we have to talk about, Niantic. And yeah, so I mean, if I missed out on anything that Niantic has done to make Pokemon Go playing Pokemon Go indoors or at home more viable for you guys, for all of us Pokemon Go players, please let me know. Anyway, this is a reaction video, so thank you, Niantic. We're 8 minutes in the video, so here are my suggestions for Niantic. Now, these suggestions are because of the event that they have decided to push through. It was an event that should have happened last month, but now it's gonna happen this month, and we'll see if it's a hit or miss. But at least they're giving us events. By the way, thank you, Niantic. You've been giving events like every other week, or not really every other week, every week. Like, you give us like 1 day to rest from the last event, and then you have a new event, and then you have a new shiny that's out, and I still haven't got it. Like, I missed out on so many new shinies lately. Krogunk was a bummer for me. Claydol was a bummer for me. No, it's not really Claydol, it's the one before it. Anyway, you guys know that Pokemon. Riolu, that last Easter event was a miss for me. Teddy Ursa was some, man. So you know what? I really love shinies, and I think I should stop playing Pokemon Go for the shinies now, because I'm just getting frustrated with the game. I have almost deleted it a couple of times. I'm not threatening you, Niantic. Not threatening you. Anyway, here we go. So just want to say right now, the picture that's gonna show up here probably while I'm right here right now is courtesy of the the Legends Lima team from Peru. Yeah, I think it's from Peru. Thank you so much for creating this very nice infographic of the upcoming community day that should have happened last month. It's happening this month, and we are getting Abra finally. Now, my first question though is, technically we missed out on 1 month of community days. So will we get 2 community days, like an Abra and then another one for April? Which I don't think so, because this is happening on April 25, the 25th of April. That's when Abra Community Day is gonna happen, and it's a bummer that in 2020 we get 1 less Pokemon for our community day. Usually we get 11, because usually they do community day like every month, and December is usually a culmination of the January to November community day Pokemon. They put it all in December, so you know, we're kind of missing out. We'll get like 10 community day Pokemon for the year 2020. What a bummer, right? So hopefully they do something about that. Anyway, it's happening on Saturday, April 25, 2020 from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time. So guys, you don't have to be worrying, oh, what's 11 a.m. in the Philippines? Because I'm from the Philippines. What's 11 a.m. compared to the PST and to the whatever? Because usually Niantic also does events in PST, Pacific Standard Time. But you don't have to worry about it. It's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time. Featured Pokemon is Abra. And of course, once you evolve it to Alakazam, it will have the exclusive move Counter, which is a fighting move. Now you might be wondering, why give a fighting move to a psychic type Pokemon? Well, one of the most notorious Pokemon used against psychic types are dark types, and fighting type moves are good and effective, super effective against dark types. It will wreck a Tyranitar, which is 4 times weak to fighting types. So kind of interesting. It does provide coverage of sorts. Yeah. During this time, for the first time ever, I think Community Day will be lasting for 6 hours. So again, that's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. compared to the usual 3-hour Community Day. Also, we will be getting instances which will have 3 hours of effectiveness. So Niantic has already done something about instances which last an hour. Now they take it up to 3 hours. So thank you. Good job, Niantic. And of course, 3 times catch Stardust. And I know you guys need your Stardust, because GBL has really been taking a toll on our Stardusts. Like, I used to have 3 million. Now I have like 2.2 million. Anyway, so yeah, shiny Abra, shiny Kadabra, not really cool looking for me. It looks too pale, but shiny Alakazam, yeah, if you're into those pink themed Pokemon, yeah, go for it. He's not all pink like Hypno and Drowsy though, so yeah. Anyway, and there is a new Community Day experience where we can unlock a Community Day exclusive special research story for $1. Of course, it is converted to our local currency, so here in the Philippines, it might translate to 49 or 50 pesos. Okay, and investigating inclusions, complete it for 13,000 Stardust. You might want to reserve a star piece for that. A Puffin, which you might want to reserve for a Pokemon that you want to level up faster as a buddy. We will get, I think this is a Rocket Radar and more. Another thing here is that buddy Pokemon will bring you helpful items throughout the event, like Pokeballs and berries. Hopefully, don't bring me revives. What? Anyway, a special one-time purchase April Community Day bundle for 1,280 Pokecoins will be available, which will have 1 Elite Charge TM. This is a really good Charge TM, because you can actually go ahead, use it on whatever Pokemon you want to use. I don't know about the Shadow type though, or the Shadow Pokemon, like if you can use it on Shadow Pokemon to get rid of frustration. It's very frustrating, right, to get rid of frustration. Badooms. Anyway, so yeah, and you can choose whatever move it gets. Also, it does include Community Day exclusive moves, so that's good news for all of us. It also has 30 Ultra Balls, 3 Super Incubators, and 3 instances. So if you think 1,280 Pokecoins is something that you can spend on during Community Day, by all means go ahead. If you can't, please do not pay to win in any game. If you can't afford the game, just don't play it. Or if you can play it for free, play it for free. Yeah. and take a snapshot during the community day for a surprise. So hopefully it is very surprising. Anyway, again, thank you to Legends G2G Media for making this very beautiful infographic. Now here we go, time for my suggestions. So we all know that a lot of times our surroundings in Pokemon Go looks like this. Like, no Pokestops. Man. And it's very frustrating. And if you're not level 40 yet, you're really not going to be able to nominate anything to become a Pokestop. Now, I live in the Philippines. Now, the cool thing about the Philippines is we have a lot of churches wherever we are. So, churches are probably you'll see a lot of Pokestops that are churches here in the Philippines. So if you're level 40, my suggestion is go ahead and nominate all the churches that you can find. And there is a big problem. I have never failed on a church nomination before. Like, it has always been approved, but of course it doesn't mean it's eligible to become a Pokestop or a Pokemon gym. It will show up in Pokemon Go, so please be mindful of that. Don't mean it's eligible or approved, don't mean it will show up in the game. Now, some people, however, have been blessed to have something like this. Now, the cool thing about this is, well, oh, the Pokestop's super near you, should be good, right? Well, let me tell you a little something about the situation we have here in the Philippines. Now, this might not be applicable throughout the world, but in the Philippines it is. We started with not really having to need a quarantine pass to be able to go out of our homes and buy our food, buy medicine, and all of the things that we need to do. But now we do. We need the quarantine pass. Now it has taken, it's now on a different level. Aside from the quarantine pass, depending on the first number of your quarantine pass, if it's an odd number or an even number, we now have a coding system implemented. We're in I think, I don't know the exact rules, but if you're an even number, like let's say for example our quarantine pass starts with the number 4, and we can only go out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I think no, we can only go out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And the odd numbers, which are 1, 3, 5, those numbers, the people who have passes which start with those numbers can come out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So essentially, on Saturdays, I can enjoy the community. I can like take my pass, go around in this particular community of mine, and tell people, oh, I'm just buying whatever. I'm just outside. I'm just cleaning my surroundings or whatever, and I'll be totally legit to go out because my coding is approved. That's why my first suggestion is, please, if at all possible, even if it's just on the community day, allow the expanded radius to affect Pokestops as well, not just Pokemon gyms. Please, by all means, whether you have 0 Pokestops in your area or you have 1 Pokestop, which if you stayed at home, it's just a little tiny bit of distance and then you can interact with that. Or for some people, you really just need to walk a few steps outside of your home, but then you can't because of the coding. Please, Niantic, increase the interaction radius for Pokestops as well. We really could use it. We really need it for some players. So please, by all means, not just the Pokemon gyms, please include the Pokestops. Number 2, if possible, during the Abra Community Day, lock everything up. All the other Pokemon that could possibly spawn, lock all of them up. Just make Abra spawn, just Abras. Again, it's Community Day. I know for some people that getting a shiny in Community Day is actually pretty easy, but I know some people who have zeroed out. Completely, no shiny during the entire Community Day for 3 hours. Now, you might be saying, oh, well, it's 6 hours. You should be good. But if you're depending on an instance, which gives you 1 spawn every minute, I doubt that, for 3 hours. So hypothetically, you're going to get in an hour, you're going to get 60 or 59 Pokemon spawns. Now, there is a chance that one of them won't be Abra. There is a chance that 10 of them won't be Abras. 20 of them won't be Abras. 30 of them won't be Abras. You get where I'm going with this? So please, Niantic, if possible, just lock every other Pokemon out. Just let Abras spawn, okay? Third is a discount on Pokemon and item storage space. Please, Niantic, y'all know how hard it is even to get our 50 Poke Coins per day, because we literally cannot go out there and put Pokemon in gyms. We literally cannot go out there and take down gyms, and other players are in different teams. We depend on them to take down our gyms so that we can get our Pokecoins. But then again, that's not going to happen. A lot of people now have Pokemon in Pokemon gyms that have been in those gyms for a week already, because no one can go out and take down those gyms. So please, by all means, like if ever any of us are going to be spending on the game and we need that extra storage, then please, Niantic, consider the players. I know this is a business, but please give us a discount. Maybe from 200 Pokecoins, bring it down to 100. If you could do 50, man, I mean, personally, I would go for that. You know, so please consider this, Niantic. Help your community out, okay? And the last suggestion that I have still, which is still taken over from the first suggestion video that I had, which is to allow one Pokestop nomination for a player regardless of what the nomination is. So let's say, for example, you're at home and I want to nominate a Pokemon figurine to become a Pokestop. Now, something added to that is that this particular Pokestop can only be seen by the player who nominated it, and that the nomination can be done by players under level 40. Again, please, Niantic, please consider doing this. It might take a little bit of an extra coding, but I've seen some of your events where you guys were able to create Pokemon gyms and Pokemon stops during specific events only. Now, I know like you might be asking me right now, can you imagine the coding that it would take, and the data that it would take, and the time that it would take for each player to nominate something, and then and it's just an event, and then have to clean it up after. Again, this might be a wild suggestion, but it's something that we need. I heard in the next few updates that we will be able to get like research tasks without spinning a Pokestop. So yeah, you can start with that. But yeah, we want to spin some stops. We want to spin some gyms. So please consider these 4 suggestions of mine, and hopefully it helps you guys out. Now, if any Pokemon Go player agrees with this, please consider supporting this channel. I'm doing this to somehow be able to raise some money for my family as well here in the Philippines. We live in Davao City. So please consider liking and subscribing, and let me know in the comment section if you also need a like, a subscribe, and a view, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys out with your channel as YouTubers and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you so much. My name is Ike. I'm the host and owner of the Another Talk Show. It's just Another Talk Show, ATS. And thank you so much for viewing this 23-minute video. I hope that it was entertaining, informational, educational, and see you in the next video.